2 years ago, when I first came to Cambodia, I immediately fell in love with this beautiful country. The people here were so polite, the culture so rich, the nature so stunning, and the monuments and stupas left me in awe. Something inside me whispered, "This is where I belong." I knew I wanted to build a life here, to be a part of this community that had already shown me so much warmth. Cambodia's long, rich history made my connection even deeper. It gave me a true sense of belonging. So, I made the decision to stay in Siem Reap. I opened my restaurant, Mr. Bean's Place, a multicultural fusion restaurant. Life felt peaceful. And as I moved into my new neighborhood, I wanted to live by the values I grew up with, sharing and caring. Naturally, I introduced myself the best way I knew how. Through food, I shared dishes with my neighbors, hoping to bring us closer together, and it worked. Over time, neighbors became friends, conversations grew warmer, and some even began visiting the restaurant. But one day, during one such visit, a friend told me something that truly shocked me. She said, "Do you remember the first time you gave us food? We didn't eat it, we threw it away." I was stunned. When I asked why, her answer cut me deeply. "Because we thought Indians are not clean." In that moment, I wasn't just hurt, I was confused. So I asked, "But how did you decide I was from India?" Her reply, "Your color, your beard." That's when I realized prejudice doesn't come from truth. It comes from what people are taught. And this isn't about Cambodia, it happens everywhere. Across Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Americas, people are judged by how they look, their skin color, their accent, or where others assume they come from. This is not Cambodian problem, this is a global problem. Color does not define nationality. I could be from Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Mauritius, Maldives, Bangladesh, Nepal, anywhere. And even if I were Indian, who said Indians are not clean? India is a vast, diverse, and full of people who live with dignity and pride. Like every community in the world, a small percentage may not live right, but that does not define millions. To judge an entire nation by the actions of a few is unjust. And here's the deeper truth: what we see and hear is not always reality. Much of today's media is filled with propaganda, shaping perceptions that mislead us. For example, take Russia and Ukraine. The story we are told is simple: Russia is attacking Ukraine. But the truth is more complex. Ukraine, backed by 53 other nations in the so-called Ukrainian contact group with strong influence from the United States, has provoked Russia repeatedly. The sovereignty of Russia was disturbed. And what we see today is not one-sided aggression, it's the result of provocation and power politics. Look at Israel and Palestine. The media tells us Israel is seeking justice after the Hamas attack, but in the name of justice, innocent Palestinians, especially children, are being bombed, massacred, and the entire race is facing eradication. That's not justice, that's mass injustice. Even here in Asia, Thailand and Cambodia, the media frames it as an 800-kilometer border dispute, but the real cause lies in Thailand's unstable politics, power struggles between the military, the monarchy, and the ruling party. To strengthen their positions, they distract their people by bullying a smaller neighbor, Cambodia, provoking unnecessary tension. And in all three examples, one thing is common: greed for power. Leaders prolong wars not because they can't stop them, but because ending them would force elections and they fear losing their chairs. Meanwhile, the people, the ordinary citizens, are the ones who suffer. Even if you believe Western nations are perfect, clean, and superior, wake up. The reality is far different. They label us as third world countries, and to them, we don't matter. That's why we, the people, must come together. Our fight is not against each other, not against neighbors or nations, but against those who thrive on our division. The world needs new leadership, not monopolies of power, not one-sided dominance, a multipolar, balanced world where people, not a handful of leaders, hold the real power. Because, to me, there are only two types of people in this world: the innocent and hardworking like you and me, and the rich and cruel who manipulate, divide, and care little for humanity. Wars, hatred, and discrimination are not born from ordinary people, they are manufactured by the powerful. And we, the people, must choose differently. I told my friend, mistakes happen. It's okay to be wrong once, but repeating the same wrong belief again and again is not. Today, with smartphones and social media, knowledge is in our hands. We must use it to discover truth and spread humanity, not prejudice. And here's something I want everyone to remember: never judge a book by its cover, and never judge a human by their color. This message is not just for Cambodia, not just for Asia, it's for the entire world. That's why at Mr. Bean's place, I've created something special for one full week. From Wednesday to Sunday, our restaurant will run on a pay as you wish basis. Order anything, taste our flavors, and pay only what you feel. This is not just about food, it's about trust, love, and understanding. You are always welcome to step into our kitchen, see how we cook, and inspect our premises. Judge us not by prejudice, but by experience. And if you enjoy what you see and taste, we'd be grateful if you helped spread the word.
Note: to avail this offer, pre-booking is required. Without advance booking, the offer cannot be applied. You can reserve your table through our social media pages. Links are in the description and pinned comment. Please mention the number of guests so we can prepare everything perfectly for you. Because in the end, what matters most is not race, color, or nationality, but humanity, kindness, and respect. And that is the message the world needs today. Please like, share, comment, and follow. After all, everyone deserves a fair chance. Thank you for watching.